Welcome back. We are going to be adding the titles that we have generated through ChatGPT to our product description, and we are also going to be adding other parameters that is required for us to create a very effective product listing. Okay, so let's go back here where we have our titles and choose one of the best titles that best suits us and make any modification if there is any need, right? So what I'm going to do is that I think I'm going to go with the first one, 2.4 gigahertz wireless gaming mouse receiver, right? I'm also going to make some changes. I'm going to remove this LED RGB light and rechargeable. I'm going to replace it. Okay, I'm going to copy this first one, go back there. I am going to add it. I'm going to replace this rechargeable, all right, with battery powered. I'm going to say battery powered, right? And my product does not display RGB lights. I think I'm going to remove that. Maybe probably I am going to go back there to look for uh, some other good keywords to add in. Let me go back and look at these keywords over here. I can say plug and play mouse. I think I don't have that on my first title, right? I'm just going to go back to my title over here, and I am going to add it in this section, right? In this section, I'm going to add it, plug and play mouse, and that is cool. Okay, I'm going to choose my category. So to choose your category, instead of having to hop into these categories and choosing down the categories, it might get a bit difficult, right? Though it is doable, but I think the best is to type in what your product is. Sorry, gaming mouse, that is what it is. I'm going to search, all right. I think it says please use an existing category. Okay, okay. So that doesn't work. What I'm going to do here is then I have to manually search the category, right? I'm going to go to computing and computer accessories. And I am going to locate monitor accessories. I think so. Okay. Yeah, keyboard, mice, and accessories. Okay. Yes, I got that. And this is it. Mice. All right. And something very importantly, I would like to also add these specific mice on my keywords, right? So what I'm going to do is, because you need to be very watchful and tactful with your creation, because I'm able to see that this my product category is listed as mice and not mouse, and I do not have that in my title. So it is best for me to also add it in my title, as it's going to boost my ranking. Okay, and here is brand. So what I'm going to do is, if you have a brand for this product, you are going to add it. So in this one, I'm going to add the brand which I already have, which is called the Homely, right? That is our brand, and the color here is red. That is the color of the product, and we have to choose the color family, okay, which is red. And the weight of this product is about zero point 0.1 kg, right? And here we are going to add our product description. I want you to pay attention to this asterisks. This asterisk over here means that this place is required, or it is required. So you need to add information to this place. And over here, I'm going to add my description. I'm going to go back where I have my description. This is the beautiful description. I'm going to copy that. All right. I'm going to copy that. And meanwhile, this is my description. I still need to go over the description and see what I can modify, I can remove, or I can add to make it good and perfect. Right. So come over here. We're going to paste this. Right. And I'm going to remove this RGB. Think it is not needed because it doesn't represent my products, right? So now we have this over here, and in the second part we are going to add the bullet point. Right, let's copy the bullet point. Here is our bullet points. Right, come over here. We are going to paste the bullet points. And very importantly, something that I did notice is I think sometimes Jumia does not display these icons on their website. So, but though I'm going to leave it this way and see how it actually shows on the website. Okay, if this is not allowed, it's going to omit it. But if it's allowed, that is going to be cool because it actually gives your listing a kind of upgraded style. It makes it appealing for customers to read through your listing. All right. So we have the bullet point, and here do we have a variation? Uh, or we do not have a variation for this. Okay, I think it's marked asterisk, which is very important. We are going to add something there. So I'm going to put red as a variation. And the seller SKU, you are going to come up with an SKU. So what I'm going to do here is I can put something like mouse, or I'm going to put something like mice gaming one. All right, I'm going to use that as my SKU, mice gaming one. Here we're going to keep it open, right? And the quantity of the product, all right, you're going to add the quantity. Let's say my quantity, I just have just two. And what is the price? I'm going to uh, put a good pricing. Very importantly, when you are setting price for your product, it is very good to make your price very competitive but not too low. You can actually look at other listings and see what their pricing are, but make your pricing a bit competitive in order for you to start gaining those sales. Though it's not that important, but if your price is a bit competitive, you are going to be having quick sales, right? So just going to put a random price here, which I'm going to put 9,500 naira. Okay, and that is the global price. And here is the sales price. Let's say you want your listing to have a sales price. Your main price is 9,500, but for now, you want to be selling it a lot cheaper in order for you to gain traction. You can say, all right, my sales price is 7,500. So when customer comes in, they will see that you have the main price as 9,500, but your sales price is 7,500, and you will set your start date for these sales and your end date. But for the sake of simplicity, I don't want to have a sales price for my product. I just want the global price. Okay, good. Here we do not have any variations. If you have a variations of the product, let's say you have black, you have blue, you can click on variations and you will add it. But for this, we have none. We only have red, right? And so we just keep this, and we don't need to do anything here. Here is the main material. You can start adding some things here, but to me here is not really required, right? So what I'm going to do is that I go to model. Maybe my model is mice 01. That is the model name of my product. Okay, I'm just going to put it there. I'm also going to put a production country if I produce it. Maybe my product is being imported from China, right? I am going to locate that and add it, right? Now, some of these are not just required, but it is good for you to have more information about your product, all right? You can put the dimension, the size of your product, if you know that. If it has a warranty, you can add that warranty, okay, 1 year warranty. And if it has any other information, you can add that. If this is battery powered, you're going to put it there. It's 300, okay, milliamp per hour, okay. And if there are any other further information that you felt that you want to add, you can add it, right? And here is a description from the manufacturer. This is not required, but if you feel that you may want to add some description, you can do that, all right? You can just add some cool description over here. And if you're finding it difficult to add any description, you can generate it from your chat GPT, but that is not important, okay? And coming to the next one is what is inside the box. Inside the box is your one piece of mice. You also have one piece of what is it called, USB connector, and I also have one piece of uh, manual, right? If you do have manual, whatever that is in your package, you are going to add it. And and nothing else. These are not that important. But if you feel that you may want to add the information, product warranty information, you add it. If you have none, you skip it. Uh, then you go to warranty address. If you do, you add it. If you don't, nothing. All right. Let's click on submit. We'll click on submit. All right. I think something is happening. Jumia says that the attribute or the short description should be okay between 0 and 1000 characters. So I think um, we might have to reduce this. Okay. So what are we going to do is to see what we can reduce to make it under 1000 characters. Okay. I can say, all right, let me just take these away and see. Let me try to save. Okay. I think I do have a lot to remove from here. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to take off these. I'm going to take these off. I think I'm going to remove these. It's going to make it just going to make it a lot simpler. And let's see, you just make modification, okay? You just make some changes to make it under 1000 characters, okay? Let's try to save. See, all right, we have successfully added our product, okay? Now the next thing we have to do is to go back and actually review what we have added and see how it looks, okay? Why our product is refreshing, and I want you to have a look at this product. It has been added successfully, but it is not live yet. And the reason why is Jumia will have to review this manually and make sure uh, you are not uploading anything funny or stupid in your account. All right, and it's going to take them roughly about 12 to 24 hours to get it reviewed, and is going to be live. Okay, once it is live, everything is going to show, your product quantity is going to be there, and you can also edit it. It's very simple. You can also come here to edit all these parameters once your product is approved. All right, so in the next video I am going to walk us through on how to edit all these parameters and make changes or make the updates to your product. All right, thank you and see you in the next class.